Yes, bro. Hi Dev, is my voice audible?
I think can you be a little louder?
Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you Dev. Good afternoon everyone, and thank you very much for joining the IPR and QT session. The objective of conducting this session is to explain the scheme in detail and address the queries related to the same. The scheme was launched on 2nd Feb 2021, and since then we have received more than 100 plus applications, out of which we have cleared the first lot of payment to the respective applicants. Before starting with the scheme details, I'll take 5 minutes to share the information about Maharashtra State Innovation Society. The Maharashtra State Innovation Society is a nodal agency to support establishment of innovative driven enterprises in Maharashtra. The key mandates of the society is to support and develop incubator network across the state, provide financial support to the startups such as intellectual property right and quality testing. Another initiative is Grand Challenge. The whole idea of Grand Challenge is to invite participants to solve different government department problem statements at a bigger level and develop a proof of concept and then a product which would be implemented as a pilot in the government department. The next initiative is Startup Week. Startup Week is our flagship event. The main objective of this event is to identify innovative startups and provide them businesses from the government. The format supports up to 15 lakh rupees work order. Till date, there have been 72 startups who have been benefited from the scheme, and a total of 10.8 crore worth innovative solutions have been procured by the government department. The upcoming initiatives for the State Innovation Society is Maharashtra Virtual Incubator Center, a platform that provides quality incubation services to early stage startup through a virtual platform. Another one is Entrepreneur in Residence program. Here we would support product development grant along with monthly stipend for the innovators to develop their idea into a prototype and then a product. The recent one that we are going to launch on April 23rd and 25th is Hackathon. Here we are creating a platform to bring in key stakeholders such as innovators, industry players, institutes, government department to solve key problems faced by different government departments. Our first hackathon, as I said, will be conducted on 23rd and 25th of April, and that would be conducted in the health sector. So entering into the scheme, the intellectual property rights scheme, the key objective of the scheme is to promote awareness and adoption of intellectual property right among the startups. The scheme is structured in such a way that it will not only support post-grant applications, but also support new filing and existing filing applications. What we are supporting here is patent in different format, like utility patent, industrial design patent, trademark patent, and copyright. Copyright, we are only restricted to computer coding. The eligibility criteria is very simple for applicant to apply. The startup should be a DPIIT recognized startup. They should be incorporated in Maharashtra, should be registered with Maharashtra State Innovation Society. Now, the revenue has two subcategories. If the startup is filing a domestic application, then its cumulative revenue right from the start till date should be less than 1 crore. And if the startup is applying for an international application, its cumulative revenue should be less than 5 crores. The services that we are offering here is we would be providing financial support up to 2 lakhs for filing a domestic application and up to 10 lakhs for filing an international application. When I say up to 2 lakh support, It may cover in any of the sub-patent scheme. For example, an applicant can file multiple trademarks up to 2 lakh rupees. An applicant can file 2 domestic patents up to 2 lakh rupees. An applicant can file 1 domestic patent, 1 copyright patent, 1 trademark patent, 1 design patent, whatever fits with a cumulative amount of 2 lakh rupees would be supported from the government. Similar way it goes with the international application. In this whole process, what we have done is we have created key stakeholders. There are 2 partners. The first partner is a process partner. The process partner is going to screen your application and do a knockout search before processing the application for any new filing. And there are set of good impanel partners such as LexOrbis, Krishna Saurashtra, Sagacious, InkD, which have been already onboarded on our platform, and the startup can directly interact with them and file their applications via our platform. Before getting in much detail, I'll explain you the process of filing intellectual property or any application. The step 1 for filing the application is register on MSINS portal. You have to register to our website. Do an apply now, click on apply now. You would find multiple options to select. If you want to file a new domestic application, you will see a new domestic application screen. If you want to file a reimbursement for your patent, then you have to see a reimbursement screen. Post that, you have to select the application and fill necessary informations. I'll be sharing another screen. Just be with me for a second. Screen visible. So right now we are at Maharashtra State Innovation Society website. We have to log in at initiatives. In initiatives, there is a financial assistance tab. From there, we can go to intellectual property rights scheme. And there are 2 options. One is apply now and another one is details. So when you press on details, you would be able to see all the information related to the intellectual property rights scheme. It speaks that we support patent filing, we support design patent filing, trademark, copyright. What we support is a fresh filing. We support reimbursement of post-filing and post-grant application. Then it is very clearly specified what are the eligibility criteria that one needs to suffice before applying. In the eligibility criteria, there is one important criteria, that is fundraising support. If you can see on the screen, when we say fundraising support, the State Innovation Society for any reimbursement or any new filing will support only 80% of the cost of the application. Remaining 20% of the cost has to be borne by the startup. However, in this case, if the startup has raised 3 crores funding from external investors, then the State Innovation Society will support up to 50% of filing a new application or the reimbursement model. We have clearly specified, whenever you go to any application, we have very clearly specified what are the types of service we are going to provide, what is the payment payment fees that one has to pay, and what are the steps, what are going to happen post making the payment. I'll take an example and explain the entire process, but I would want to request everyone, before filing any application, let it be utility patent, let it be design patent, let it be copyright, let it be trademark, please go through the respective subtitle on our website and understand what are the documents that need to be uploaded, what is the process of application, what is in which applications we have to make a payment for screening and which applications we don't. So let's take an example of filing a new utility patent. Suppose I am a startup. I'll go to Maharashtra State Innovation Society. I have an idea. The idea is related to a mobile phone, which I wanted to file for a domestic patent. I'll go to MSIN's website. I'll enter all my details and get myself registered. I'll make sure that all the documents are there which fits my eligibility criteria, DPIIT certificate, incorporation certificate, my financial CA accredited certificates for the last 3 years, and a self-declaration certificate which will state that you have raised XYZ funds till date. So these are the documents which are needed for filing any form. I'll upload all the necessary informations which are needed while populating the form related to the invention. What are the prior arts? Who are the inventors? On whose name the application should be filed, etc. information. Once I entire form, I have to pay a fee of 4,720 rupees. Now, once the startup fills the form and this payment is done, the application will be transferred to our screening partner. The screening partner is onboarded to screen each and every application which we receive. Post their screening, they'll do a knockout search where they'll evaluate the current idea with already prior art existing in the market or the other patents. Once they feel that this is a good to go application and the knockout search is successful, they will process your application ahead, and a startup will receive a notification that the applications have been successfully received and processed from the process partner's view. In case the application is rejected, the startup will get a notification that because of XYZ terms, your application is on hold. Request you to please address the queries raised by the process partner. If the startup is able to revert to the process partner and justify his invention, then the process partner will clear the application and proceed it ahead. We are still at second stage where the application is screened by the process partner. In case the application is rejected by the process partner, the amount paid for the screening of the application, that is 4,720 rupees, will not be refunded. But in case the application is accepted by the process partner, this amount will be added to the total filing of the application. For example, filing a domestic application takes 70,000 rupees. The 4,720 rupees will be added to that amount. That will be 70,000 plus 4,720 equivalent to 47,220 rupees, from which 80% will be taken care by the State Innovation Society and 20% will have to be taken care by the startup. So we'll divide this particular application fee into 80-20 model or 50-50 model, depending upon the funding mechanism of the startup. Once the application is approved by the process partner, the startup will get a notification that your application is approved and he'll enter into stage 3. The stage 3 is that there are 5 impanel partners which we have onboarded, and these are some of the best some of the best law firms available for filing patent. Looking at their profile, the startup will be able to judge through which impanel partner they have to file their application, and will select and send a request to that particular impanel partner for filing their application. Let's assume the impanel partner name is XYZ. So startups request XYZ impanel partner that this is my particular application. I want to process filing a new domestic patent application via your firm. Request you to please accept my application. Before onboarding this impanel partner, necessary agreements and non-disclosure agreements have been signed so that all the data that we received via this portal is being secured and taken care. So startup should be with a free mind of sharing whatever necessary information they want to share with the impanel partner. Now, once the application is received by the impanel partner will accept or reject the application basis his earlier commitment or conflict of interest with some other companies or firms. If the impanel partner accepts the application, the startup and the impanel partner or the law firm will start working together and they'll file their patent. This is a 3-step process for filing a new application, which will be followed across all domestic and international applications. So when I say if a startup wants to apply for a utility patent, which is domestic, he has to bear a cost of 4,720 rupees upfront for screening his application. Rest, once the application is approved by the impanel partner, the filing cost will be taken care by the Maharashtra government up to 80%, and remaining 20% has to be taken care by the startup. Let's move to another example. There is a post-grant reimbursement which the startup has to make, or there's a post-filing reimbursement which the startup has to make. In this case, again, let's take an example of domestic application. If the startup has filed a domestic application after 18 September 2019, this date is very important because this is a GR date, government resolution date for intellectual property rights scheme. Then only he is eligible for reimbursement of the amount that he has spent for filing a new application. Moving to the reimbursement for post-grant application, if the startup has filed patent before 18 September 2019, any date, let it be 5 years before, 3 years before, 2 years before, but his application is granted after or on 18 September 2019, he is eligible for the reimbursement. In both the cases, the startup has filed the application with another professional partner, and either his patent is granted or his patent is in a process of getting filed. We will take care of the reimbursement cost if the date is after 18 September 2019. In the second case, what we have to understand and remember is, in case of a post-grant application, the startup application will directly come to Maharashtra State Innovation Society. We will check whether the application is granted or not. In case the application is granted, the startup will be eligible up to 80% of the reimbursement of the cost borne by the startup, which will be directly compared to the rate card, which is there in the government resolution. I'll give you a small example here. Startup has spent approximately 1 lakh rupees for filing a domestic application, and his application is granted post 18 September 2019. Now that application or filing will have 2 component costs. One is the government cost and other one is professional cost, which will be borne, which invoice will be raised by the attorney which you have used to file your application. In case of all the government cost, the State Innovation Society will reimburse 100% of that cost. But when it comes to a professional cost, there has been a rate card which has been predefined in the government resolution. The State Innovation Society will follow that rate card. If the startup has spent the professional fees around 80,000 and the Maharashtra State Innovation rate card is 70,000, then the State Innovation Society will consider 70,000 professional fees, out of which 80% will be taken care by the State Innovation Society and 20% will be borne by the startup. In another case, if the startups has raised a professional invoice of 60,000 rupees and the government resolution rate card says the amount for filing a domestic application is 70,000 rupees, the 60,000 application cost will be considered, from which 80,000 will be taken care by the government, 80% will be taken care by the government, and 20% will be borne by the startup. So this is a mechanism which is very clearly stated in the government resolution and which will be followed across all the reimbursement process. Now we move to post-filing reimbursement process. Suppose the application has been filed by the applicant post 18 September 2019 and the startup has filed a complete application. So whenever an application is filed, in the technical term, ideally a provisional application is filed first, then a complete application is filed. Many startups has applied a form where they have said that I have filed a provisional application and I'm looking for reimbursement. The State Innovation Society will not support that particular application. We only support post-filing applications which have filed complete, which are filed complete. So my request to all the startups here are, please apply for post-filing applications, post applying of a complete application. Provisional applications won't be entertained. This is slightly technical, but either you can reach out to us while writing a mail, we can explain you this, or you can reach out to your attorney with whom you are in touch to understand what is a provisional filing and what is a complete filing. The step for reimbursement of post-file application includes one more step. Since your application is not granted, it won't be directly reimbursed. Since it's a post-filing application and it is open for litigation, your application will be screened by a process partner. So like filing a new application, here also startup has to pay 4,720 rupees. Their application will be screened by our process partner. If their application is approved, then only we will reimburse the screening amount. Otherwise, the startup will not get reimbursement. So it is very necessary that necessary information for post-filing is being shared as per the application. And in case there are any queries raised by the process partner, they have to address those things. So what I have addressed in this particular slide is filing a new application and filing a post-grant application. For filing a trademark application, filing a copyright application, the startup will directly apply on our portal. Their application will be screened. And if their application is legitimate, it will be processed for filing. The startup doesn't have to pay any professional fees over here. Right now, what I have covered is domestic application, new filing, post-grant, post-filing, trademark, copyright. Now I'll just explain international application in a very simple and small process relating to the domestic application. In the international application, the startup is eligible up to 10 lakh rupees of reimbursement or up to 10 lakh rupees of filing a new application. The international application can be filed either via PCT application or it can be filed country to country. Now, when we say international application, there are high chances that the startup may spend 40, 50, 20 lakhs, depending where the startup has to apply, in which all countries they have to go, what is the kind of product they are dealing with. In that case, the State Innovation Society will support 10 lakh rupees post studying the financial background of the startup. Let's take an example. I have a startup. I have to file application in USA, in Canada, in Japan, China. The total filing of this application is approximately 35 lakhs. So we will reach out to our partner and create an estimate for filing applications across this 4 countries. So from this 35 lakhs, what we say is we'll cover 10 lakh rupees cost. But before investing this 10 lakh rupees, we'll make sure that the startup has sufficient money to support remaining 25 lakh rupees. So 35 lakhs would be break into 10 lakh rupees from State Innovation Society and 25 lakh rupees from the startup. In case the startup doesn't have sufficient fund, either the network of filing patent will be reduced to either 1 or 2 countries related to the funds available with the startup and the State Innovation Society, or the State Innovation Society will not support that particular application. So please make sure that there are necessary information available related to your funding for filing a international application. We have a technical team. In case anyone has any query for filing an international application, we can reach out to our impaneled and process partner and connect every startup to them for solving their technical queries. In case a startup has to file a reimbursement for international application and it is a post grant application, the first step would be populating all the details on our application form. The second step would be spending 4,720 rupees as a screening process. Since it is an international application, even if your patent is granted, there would be a lot of work that the process partner will spend in screening your application, making sure your invoices are correct, making sure there are no litigations in the countries that you have filed, and understanding the whole scenario around your project. If everything goes good, the reimbursement process will take place. If there are some queries, we will hold your application and clear it as and when the queries are resolved. In case you are processing a post-filing application for post-filing international application, again, the startup has to populate everything on our platform as per required. The second step would be again payment of 4,720 rupees. Your application will be screened and then process ahead for further filings. So the State Innovation Society is asking the applicant to pay screening fees for filing a domestic application, for reimbursement of domestic post-filing application, for reimbursement of international post-filing application, for reimbursement of post-grant application, and for filing international new application. Wherever there are screening needed, the startup has to pay upfront 4,720 rupees. Dave, I am done from my end. You want to cover quality testing or you want to take questions in IPR and then we proceed with quality testing?
I think we can briefly start with the QT as well. Meanwhile, you can read the questions and prepare your answers.
Okay, so I'll hand it over to Neil to initiate the testing.
Neil, can you start?
Hi, Dave. You can hear me okay?
There's echo.
Dave, can you hear me?
Yeah, can be a bit louder, but I can hear you.
So quickly, let me take all of you through the quality testing and certification scheme. The scheme has been designed with the objective of increasing the competence of Maharashtra incorporated startups in product development. What we are essentially doing is that for any test pertaining to product development, which has been conducted at any NABL recognized lab in India or a BIS recognized lab, we are reimbursing the costs up to 2 lakh rupees per startup.
Neil, you have to be a little more louder, please.
Okay. The eligibility criteria is that the startup needs to be DPIT recognized, needs to be incorporated in Maharashtra, needs to be registered on the MSINS website. Annual revenue should not have crossed 1 crore in any financial year. And the funds raised should not be more than 3 crores. The maximum reimbursement any particular startup will be eligible for under this scheme is 2 lakh rupees. We'll reimburse 80% of the product testing cost, which has been incurred by the startup. The process is fairly simple. You need to register on our website, www.msins.in, and create a startup business profile. You can choose the quality testing and certification scheme under the financial assistance head. Fill in the eligibility form to check if your startup's eligible. Go through the disclaimers and agree with them. Fill in the application form. And each application will be screened at our end and the payment shall be processed. On a best efforts basis, we shall take about 30 days to process your payments, subject to queries and proper documentation, of course. So I think that's about it from our end with respect to IP and QT schemes. We are happy to take some questions now.
So Hitin, there are questions in the chat box as well and the Q&A section. You can take some of those questions.
So Dev, you want me to reply there or you want me to address it?
We can take, so Amit Gavde has a question. Let's hear him out. Amit, you have a question?
So there is a question, can we file patent for domestic and international at the same time? Yes, we can file domestic and international patent on the same time. But before filing any international patent, one has to file a domestic patent. That too, domestic complete patent. Complete application is filed, then we can immediately apply for international patent.
Ashok, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
How much time does it take for reimbursement? So if it's a reimbursement application, we may take maximum 3 to 4 weeks. But if it is a new filing application, then the application will be screened by our process partner and the applicant will come to know within 3 to 4 weeks whether the application can be proceeded or not. There's a question from Gaurav. What is the difference between new filing and post-grant reimbursement? So Gaurav, when I say new filing application, suppose you want to file a new application, you have an idea in your mind that this is a new invention which you want to secure. So you will apply for a new application and you will put all the claims related to that product and file for file the intellectual property right. In case of post grant, once your application is granted, that means there are no conflicts with other applications and your invention is novel, then your application will be granted by the authorities for a duration of 20 years. So in that case, the application is post-grant. When I say new filing, post the scheme, anyone is eligible for a new filing application. But in case of post-grant, the application should be granted after 18 September 2019.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's another question from Rohan. For international patent filing, reimbursement is the same 80 and 20% ratio. Rohan, the ratio for all the applications, let it be patent, let it be trademark, let it be domestic application, let it be international application, let it be copyright, is 80-20%. If the fund is raised below 3 crore, but if the fund is raised above 3 crore, then it will be 50-50% ratio for reimbursement. Question from Neha, revenue cap of 1 crore is since inception or for one financial year? Neha, the revenue cap for 1 crore is since inception. question from Pankaj. If we have done the patent application by some agency and paid the charges for patent study plus provisional application for final application, does reimbursement cover all these three charges? Pankaj, uh, so this is a very good question. In case anyone has filed application from any attorney which is outside the State Innovation Society purvey is eligible for post-filing application. In this case, every charges which have been stated here, patent prior art search, filing a provisional application, filing a complete application, post that also if there are any applications or instruments that need to be filed for quick filing, for international filing, for PCT filing, or if there are any instruments or any queries which has to be answered to the respective authorities, is being taken care by our scheme. So we will support in post filing also from start to end. There is a question from Anonymous. My connection was disturbed in between. My queries is regarding trademark reimbursement. What's the process of the reimbursement of trademark? I can see for patent reimbursement, it is there. So for trademark reimbursement, we have a maximum cap of 12 to 18,000, depending on how many classes have you filed your patent. One has to apply through reimbursement portal. Their application will be screened. There are many applicants who have spent 20, 30, 40,000 for filing a patent, filing a trademark application, but we'll stick to our guidelines and pre-decided rate card, and we'll reimburse maximum 18,000 rupees.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Sagar, go ahead. Please ask the question.
Yes,
From
this
Tushar
is,
Bhattacharya. So prior art search is done as a part
Within 1 second. Within 1 second.
and doesn't have to be
Again,
done
somebody
again
is asking
post
questions.
screening, right? So to
hello.
case you are filing a new application, the prior art search will be done while applying, and a detailed prior art search will be done once you select the impanel partner. So the first step of the prior art search will be an summarized prior art search, just to validate whether your application is novel or not. It's a filtration mechanism. But the second step, once you select the impanel partner, there would be a detailed prior art search done where the partner will sit with you in case there are some claims which are getting conflict with your invention. They'll guide you. If we are able to overcome that, your application will be proceeded for filing a complete application, or else it will be rejected. So each and every applicant will get opportunity to justify their case before getting rejected. In case of post filing, it would be a knockout search screening based on prior art search. There is a question from Vikas, how to ensure confidentiality of idea. So Vikas, we have created this particular portal which interacts three main participants or three parties. One is the startup, the second one is the State Innovation Society, and the third one is the impaneled or process partner. So whenever you write an application, there are two sets of information that is passed. The first set of information is related to your company profile, your eligibility criteria, your fundraise, XYZ. The second thing is related to your invention, idea, claims, XYZ. So the information which is related to your company profile is only visible to Maharashtra State Innovation Society. We don't have access to the confidential information. The confidential information directly goes to our partners, and we have signed agreements with our partners which take care of confidentiality between the startup and the partner. So be rest assured, the portal take care of everything. My request to everyone is the portal is like a chat mechanism. If the impanel partner or process partner have comments, they'll write it on the portal. It will be received to the applicant via mail as well as portal. The applicant should revert on the portal itself. So entire confidentiality is maintained here. There's a question from Ritesh. I am applying for a trademark in USA, which is costing me $1,450. $350 is government charges and 600 is professional fees. XYZ, how much reimbursement shall I get? So Vikas, the reimbursement depend on two things. Since you're filing it in US, we have to check whether your application is in what stage it is granted. It is in granting stage. There are any challenges. The government charges will be 100% reimbursed. The professional fees will be reimbursed as per a rate card. So whatever tallies to a rate card, there is a section in our policy for international application. We will follow that particular section. There's a question from Sagar. We already have taken IP and trademark registrations. Are we eligible for the scheme? Sagar, if your application is granted post September 18, 2019, you are applicable. If you have filed your application post September 18, 19, you are applicable. There's a question from Manisha. How long does it take to get a patent in your name post filing? So Manisha, if you're filing a new application, normally it takes 1 year for filing a complete application, because the first step of an application is conducting a prior art search, then filing a provisional application, then filing a complete application. So almost it takes a duration of 6 months. In case one has filed a complete application, post that, there are options of fast tracking your application or moving it with respect to your knowledge and your expectation. Generally, an application takes 3 years for getting granted. If you have put in on a fast track mode, it may get granted between 2 to 3 years. Can a patent be filed for a product under development? Yes, the patent can be filed for a product under development till the time you feel that your idea is novel and the principle of the idea is working and you have some proof of concept. If you don't have a proof of concept, till a patent can be filed basis ideation. But in that case, chances of getting granted is very less. There's a question from Pankaj. Can I reimburse 2 application? Pankaj, yes, you can reimburse 2 trademark application. The limit for reimbursement for any domestic applications or multiple domestic application is 2 lakh rupees. So till the time you exhaust 2 lakh rupees, you are eligible to apply as many domestic reimbursement. In case of international, any applicant can apply multiple applications till the time they exhaust 10 lakh rupees. There's a question from Ashish. What is the cost of filing PCT and country specific filing? Ashish, this is very technical question. No one can answer you for addressing unless and until there's a detailed study done, which all market you want to file, how many countries you want to go, where you have specifically said US and EU. In that also there are multiple states. So one has to shortlist the number of countries, states you have to go. Then only one will be able to apply either country specific or PCT. The advantage that you get in PCT is a duration gap of 1 year in which you can go and apply international, which you don't get in country specific filing. There's a question from Manisha again. 2-3 years is the time it takes to get a domestic patent. Yes, Manisha, it depends. Even if you fast track, it may take 2-3 years. Nowadays, it has been reduced. Earlier, it used to take 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. There's a question from Yash. What is the last date of submitting application? Is there any deadline? Also, can multiple application be allowed for multiple testing? So Yash, there is a deadline for quality testing. Since the GR for quality testing is from 18 September 2019 and the scheme is launched on Feb 2 till 31st March, if your application is post date, right from GR date, that is 18 September, we will accept multiple applications. But post 31st March, we will only accept past 3 months application. Other applications won't be accepted. So you make sure that if you want to apply, you apply before 31st March 2020. And you can apply for multiple applications. Again, the funda is same over here, that till the time you exhaust 2 lakh rupees, you can apply for multiple application. There's a question from Neha. Our startup is established under sign from 2016 and our revenue is greater than 1 CR. Revenue cap as mentioned for domestic application. Also, we are eligible for filing a new patent under MSINS. If your revenue cap, Neha, is above 1 CR and you want to file a domestic application, unfortunately, you are not eligible. But if you want to file an international application, you are eligible because the cap there is 5 crores. There's a question from Amay. I had applied for trademark on 25th Feb. I got a reply on the portal on 22nd March. I have repeatedly mailed on team MSINS, but I've never got a response. Is there any support team? Amay, you have been applying on the right platform to get a revert. Your trademark application will be checked and you should get a reply by tomorrow. Till date, what I have understood and with my knowledge, if there are no information pending from your end, your application won't be holded. We have received 40 plus trademark application, out of which maximum participants have not submitted all the documents. In case you have missed any documents, your application was on hold and you would have got minimum twice or thrice reply from the team to support that documents or submit that documents. In case you have already done that and in case there is a delay from our end, I'll make sure that you get a reply tomorrow. I think there are no other questions which are not addressed in the Q&A. Are there any other questions?
I think some people have raised hands. We can ask them to unmute and ask their
Yeah,
questions.
design is covered. Is there a deadline for patent application? No, there is no deadline for patent application. The only condition for patent application is the date 18 September 2019.
Patent consultant is mandatory.
In the new filing, do we need a patent consultant to prepare our application? No. So the beauty of the scheme, Gaurav, here is,
Yeah.
irrespective of other scheme which is supported by the central government, what they do is they connect you with consultant. What we are doing here is we are creating a platform where we have onboarded the best consultants. We have decided the rate so that you get a quality output. We also have decided a process wherein if you are at technical stage, you will get technical support. If you are at filing stage, you will get filing support. If you need financial support, if you are at that stage, you will get financial support. So our patent application will guide you throughout the lifetime, right from start till the patent is filed. This makes the MSINS platform very unique. The central government may say that there are 30 or 300 applicant where you can file patent and they'll charge you 10,000. But the quality of that law firms are not that good. The State Innovation Society makes sure that you get the best one in India who have filed more than 500 applications, are in this business for more than 5 years, have diversified filing eligibility, right from bioscience to mechanical to artificial intelligence. So you will get all the support here. You don't have to go to any consultant if you log into the State Innovation Society platform. There's a question. So going further, we can apply for reimbursement within 3 months of application. Yes. So for example, for a quality testing application, if you're applying on 2nd April, so your application will be considered, your application should be from January. So January, February, March, 3 months you get a time. If you have done any testing within 3 months, you can apply on April 2nd. Or else, if you are, in case you have applied in December, you are not eligible. Lead time to get reimbursement for patent cost. If it's a grant reimbursement, it will be 3 to 4 weeks. If it's a post-filing reimbursement, it will be slightly more, 4 to 5 weeks. The recent application that we have cleared for post-grant is within 2 weeks. So we are also figuring out how to fasten the process, but what we commit is 3 to 4 weeks. There's a message from Rohan. We got our trademark on 20th April 2019. Can we file reimbursement for that? In case your trademark is granted on April 29th, you cannot file, Rohan, because the date is September 18, 2019. Question from Vivekanand: if the patent is filed in the name of investor, then how one should be apply? Okay, so this is a good question, Vivekanand. The State Innovation Society supports applications which are filed on the startup name. In case many a times a founder files an application which is on the founder's name and then he forms a startup. Or many a times, as Vivekanand specified, the application will be on the investor name. In both the cases, there is a provision for transferring the application on the startup name. This is a very standard format set process. So in case the application is not on the company name, the application need to be transferred first to the company name. Then only you are eligible for the reimbursement scheme or filing a new application. Okay. Vivekanand, if it's on the investor name, then also you have to transfer it to the startup. Inventor name also to the startup. The application has to be on the startup name. There's a question. You mentioned hackathon for healthcare startup and other schemes for obtaining subsidies for startup. Where can we approach? So you have to go to the State Innovation Society website, www.msins.in. You will get financial window or tab there. You will get new scheme tab. The healthcare hackathon is live. So you can just click on the hackathon tab. You will get all the details about that and then you can apply. There's a question from Amaya. I have applied for trademark name. That's been answered. Manisha, so the eligibility for revenue is at the time of application. Okay. Did you answer that question, Neil? At the time of application. Any other questions, team? We have 5 more minutes for this session.
I had a question. So if the process partner has a conflict of interest, then how is that going to be handled?
2-3 years. Yes, Manisha. It is actually subjective, Manisha. Right now we have provision to fast track the application, but it is really subjective on the examiner. What type of application is there? What type of research you have done? How strong is your application? How many litigations you have? So there may be a possibility that the examiner raised some question. How quick you revert to those questions? How quick you satisfy those questions? There would be a possibility that another inventor would challenge your patent, that this is infringing his patent. How quickly you revert that? If you go in litigation, it may take 5 years, 6 years. Okay. I'm sorry, my speaker was off.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. So I had a question that if the process partner has some conflict of interest, let's say, they are also handling technology for another customer, and how they are going to handle this conflict.
Okay. So we have signed an application. So what process partner does? Your question is for new application, right?
Yeah. Right.
So in case of new application, what will happen is the process partner will get limited information. Whatever information that we are asking you for populating the application is bare minimum. Basis that, the process partner will do a knockout search and justify to the State Innovation Society that your application is novel and good to go ahead. It will be a very short knockout search. Once the process partner says yes, then what will happen is you get an option to select an impanel partner. Then you write to an impanel partner from our list. There may be 10 impanel partners. Looking at their profile, you write to them, boss, I am interested to work with you. Can you accept my application and file it for me? In that case, the impanel partner will first check whether there is a conflict of interest. If there is a conflict of interest, he'll reject your application. Then again, you will get an option to select any other impanel partner from the list, apart from one who has rejected it. Hope I have addressed your question.
Yes, thank you.
Any other questions?
Harshal is asking how to get trademark done. What are the costs involved?
Okay, Harshal Chavan. So if you want to file a trademark, you log into our portal, fill the form. You don't have to bear any cost. The application will be screened by the partner. Once the application is screened, they'll let you know that filing the application cost will be XYZ. Our rate cards are already predefined. So maximum filing an application will cost 20,000, out of which 80% will be taken care by us. It depends how many classes you are selecting in an application. If you're selecting 5 classes, the cost would go high. If you select 1 class, the cost would be low. There's another question. How can we apply for scheme if we are at ideation stage and applying for provisional filing? Sufficient data for full specification is not yet available. Okay, so this is a good question asked by anonymous attendee. There are many a times what happens is you are at a development stage. You have 80 to 90% of your information, but you cannot file application for another 10%. So what happens is many a times the applicant wait and figure out once they have total information, they'll file it. Many a times what they do is they do a prior art search, they file a provisional application and they wait till the time they gather the remaining 20 or 10% information, which is fully needed for filing a complete application. So difference between a provisional and complete application is provisional application is a draft which you file, and from provisional application, you get 1 year time to file a complete application. So within this window, you can do the remaining development. And if you have a foolproof idea or you have developed a foolproof, you have foolproof data to file a complete application, you can add on to your provisional application and file a complete. So even if you are at ideation stage, you make sure you have sufficient data to file a provisional application. If there are startups and they have such queries, we can connect them directly to our partners who are technically eligible to guide you further.
Tushar has a question. Prior art search is done as part of screening itself and doesn't have to be done post screening.
Yeah, I think I addressed this question, Tushar. Where can one apply for domestic patent online? I am representing an AI startup and we are looking to file a software patent. So when you want to file a patent, you have to again apply. If you want to apply for a new application, you have to file a utility patent if you are doing an AI based and hard startup, or else you have to file a copyright if there is a coding. Once you apply, your application will be run through a knockout search. Post that, you will be interacting with an impanel partner. That impanel partner will help you file a domestic patent application. So as I said earlier, our platform is capable of supporting technical, pre-filing activities and financial support. So we give you an overall package. Manisha has a question. Are provisional application also reimbursed? Manisha, provisional applications are not reimbursed. Only complete applications are reimbursed. If an ideation stage, you can only apply for provisional patent. That is, there is no proof. So my friend, you can apply a patent for idea also. it is not necessary. You have to back it with sufficient information, sufficient statistic. If you are able to do that, your patent will be granted. If you are unable to do that, it won't be granted. But filing a patent with more lab information, theoretical information, practical information, claims, proof of concept will make your case strong. An ideation stage, an idea filing, there is a high chances of getting it rejected unless and until it is super novel. It's an invention. What usually happens in India, looking at the trend, is we file patent, those are innovation. Now, innovation can be of multiple type. There is a mobile phone, this is a pen. The pen has been invented long back. But if you add XYZ features in the pen, which is not available, for example, if I add a camera, let's take I am in 1990s and I add a camera to the pen, then it's an invention. We are adding something to the pen because camera was already available, pen was already available. You bought in a technology where you are merging both the things. But suppose you are the first one to invent a camera. You can file it on an ideation stage also, but your application should be on an invention profile. It should not be an innovation. We request state government to include the most premier institute in India and especially Maharashtra, IIT Bombay to reimburse the list for QT.
We'll explore.
We'll explore and come back. Okay. So we'll take a pause, and we know there are many institutes, incubators who are attending this session. I would request everyone to please reach out to your network and spread it as soon as possible to them for quality testing applications, because there is a deadline for quality testing, that is 31st March. In case of patent, there is no deadline. So they can apply sooner or later. And we support all the three stages: filing a new application for patent, post filing for patent, and post grant, all the three stages. But that is not the same for quality testing.
Hi.
After,
Hi, I want to ask related to quality testing. Suppose I have carried out testing at IICT and CCMB kind of institutes. So I have to submit their accreditation certificate also in website.
yes.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Nilima. Thank you, Neelam.
Can I ask one last question? So if I do a fresh application on the portal, so it has to be for a full full patent, or can it also be for provisional?
Yeah, it can be also for a provisional. There's not necessary it has to be a complete application, but make sure that you have sufficient information that within 1 year you are able to file a complete application. Akshay, filing a provisional application gives you a heads up, but in case if you don't have sufficient information for filing a complete application within 1 year, you will lose the provisional also, and it will become a prior art. So be sure when you want to file it. If you are statistically ready, and you know that today you are at 80%, by another 1 year you will get more information to back, and you will be at 90, 95, 100% to file a complete application. You can go ahead with a provisional application as of now. This is my personal opinion, but I am not a technical expert. If you need, you write a mail to us at MSINS. We will link you to a technical expert and he may guide you further.
Hello. Yeah, I just wanted to ask around the certification part. Like if I do a certification after 31st March, then we have 3 months to file it, correct?
So yes, so if you're doing it after 31st of March, then the testing should be done in the month of January 2021.
Okay, and before, if the certification is already done, then we have to file before 31st March, like from 18 September 2019. till uh, mhm, till date, basically.
So if you're applying right now, Akshay, all invoices after 18 September 2019 are eligible. If you're applying after 1st April 2021, only 3-month-old invoices will be eligible under the scheme.
Okay, okay, fine. Thanks. Just that's.
Dave, I think we're done.
Sure. If there are no further questions, thank you everyone for joining. It was a very interactive session. Okay, so we have one more question in the chat. Shawneel, you can reply to that. Meanwhile, thank you everyone for joining. We'll send the session recording to you over email. And if you have further questions, you can ask us on the email as well. And you can also write to us at grants@msins.in. I'll put that email address in the chat box right now, so that any questions, any specific questions to these schemes, you can definitely write to us and we'll be happy to answer those questions. And as Neil and Hiten already mentioned, do apply for your quality testing before 31st March. There's a deadline for that, but for other IPR and quality testing other applications, you can always file after 1st April as well. But if you have any old invoices of quality testing, you should apply before 31st March. All right, thank you everyone for joining. Looking forward to interacting with you.